Good evening. You are welcome to the first edition of Prime News for the year 2022 on My Media Prime Television, beaming live from Douala, Cameroon's economic capital. My name is Fon Quinter. I begin today's edition of Prime News here in the nation's economic capital, where a man of
this eyewitness now recounts.
I'm a service in Dubai Snack Bar. So what happened this morning was at around 7:30. I'm witnessing what happened outside at 7:30. I was outside with my colleagues. We're discussing. Some 3 boys passed the entrance of Dubai. Dubai has hotel and a snack. They has 2 different entrances. The one for the hotel and the one for the snack. We are the snack entrance. So these 3 boys passed like customers who were going to take a room in for the hotel. We do not know what was going inside. We're outside discussing because we wanted to eat our breakfast. Don't know that there was something happening inside. They came to steal our money. The cases so the whole last night. They were stressed up and tired. So as we're outside, we start hearing noises. But we just need that way, maybe not something like we don't know if we talk. So we go chicken. So I call it okay, we go find a spoon for chow our breakfast. As one go open door, once na blood, the one come up with blood. We start the because she just now waiting. Now waiting happen.
A worker at the hotel is stabbed to near death as the burglars pursue an over 3 million francs CFA amount of money, handy cash, made out of last night's sales. Another worker who saw it live now tells it better.
Early this morning, when I was upstairs sleeping this morning.
The hotel affirms they were armed robbers, as she now narrates the kind of weapons that were used against her victimized colleague.
All we heard were gunshots. They shot my colleague on the head. They stabbed her on her shoulder. So the experience was just too much. I don't even know what to say. It was just too much. Everywhere was populated. Nobody could talk. Nobody. The guys had a long dagger and a gun. Sorry. They shot everywhere. Like everybody scattered. The whole population. There was no circulation. I don't know how they managed to succeed because they had a bike. There were 3 of them on the bike. They had to escape, but unfortunately for them, they were caught and burnt.
2 of the bandits are now dead. 1 is in police custody, plus a victim severely wounded by the bandits, currently receiving medical attention. But on the other hand, the said 3 million plus francs CFA stolen by the gang of thieves is still at large, as the investigation team is yet to crack harder on the surviving thief for the truth to be revealed. Sadly enough, the Dubai hotel suffered a similar fate of loss almost same time last year, as fire razed a greater portion of the hotel to ashes.
Dubai a tout brûlé, brother. Dubai a...
And to something else.
To shun social media rumors and go for vaccination. On the economic level, the head of state returned to the National Development Strategy for the period between 2020 to 2030, a strategy which shall allow Cameroon to achieve the emergence set over the next 15 years. He cited the realization of structuring projects, particularly in the energy, infrastructure, transport, port sectors, emphasizing that the credibility of Cameroon's signature with international bodies has favored the success of the projects. With security challenges, especially the fight against Boko Haram in the far north region and secessionists in the 2 English-speaking regions of the country, President Paul Biya applauded those who had dropped their arms.
Je me réjouis de constater.
I am pleased to note that a large number of our compatriots who have joined armed groups have accepted my peace message. Many Boko Haram members have laid down their arms and are being catered for in disarmament, demobilization and reintegration centers in the far north region. The same holds true in the northwest and southwest regions.
Dans les régions du nord-ouest et du sud-ouest.
He equally used the opportunity to condemn the attack at the government bilingual high school Ikondo Titi that led to the death of students and a teacher, emphasizing on the fact that perpetrators of such acts would be tracked down and brought to book.
Je voudrais à nouveau.
I would like once again to reiterate government's firm determination to restore peace in the regions that are under security threats. It should be clearly understood that wherever the perpetrators or sponsors of such acts are hiding, they will be relentlessly tracked down and will face the full force of the law.
Toute la rigueur de la loi.
The head of state equally made an observation on the unpatriotic behavior and the proliferation of hate speech, the publication of violent, obscene and dishonorable videos, calling on his compatriots to put an end to such behaviors. President Paul Biya equally announced the creation of 3 state universities in the east, south, and north regions of the country. Ending his speech, the head of state called on all to mobilize ahead of the start of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations.
Nous avons voulu en faire un grand moment de fraternité.
We want it to be a great moment of brotherhood. Let us offer our guests the rich cultural diversity that has earned our country the nickname Africa in miniature. Let us extend to them the hospitality they rightfully expect from us and which is part and parcel of our traditions.
Et qui fait partie intégrante de nos traditions.
An end-of-year message which has, however, been received with mixed feelings amongst Cameroonians.
Audrey Zadza with a recap of the president's message on December 31, 2021. On to something else. And in the southwest region, some military officials in Fako Division have been awarded epaulets, promoting them to various ranks. The first semester epaulet award witnessed the promotion of over 70 officers. Katrina Congo with details in the following report.
Epaulets have been awarded to some 14 military officials in Fako Division of the southwest region of Cameroon, who have been promoted to high offices from the sub-lieutenant to the rank of full-fledged colonels. These epaulets were handed over to them by Fako Senior Divisional Officer Emmanuel Ngemba Ludus, the commander of the garrison in Fako, who doubles as a naval base commander, Colonel Ele Mengbe Maxwell, the coordinator of B-Man War Bay, Colonel Bellinga Henry, and a host of top administrative officials from the Fako Division. Lieutenant Oko Petis Nzingele is the first ever Navy who has been promoted to the rank of full-fledged medical Navy colonel and expresses appreciation to the head of state.
To be promoted at the rank of Navy captain because it's the end of a beautiful career. So I thank God, I thank the head of state, and I thank the hierarchy who give me this honor to be a Navy captain of the Army.
The logistic commander of the Rapid Intervention Battalion of Man of War Bay, Major Minko Christian, is promoted to the rank of Lieutenant Colonel.
A new rank is always sound as a new call. A call for more responsibility and more duty, but also a call to renew the engagement we took 20 years ago. That is to serve the nation with honor and fidelity.
Also, Dr. Captain Kirk Charles of B Medical Center Man of War Bay was promoted to the rank of a major.
The promotion has been signed by the head of state, the head of the military, President Bolivia.
The award equally witnessed the promotion of 70 military officials to their respective ranks, as well as the decoration of some 20 officers with the Medal of Public Service.
Nakurika State at the Buddha District Hospital. My mom put kernel oil in medication and put on the table. I consumed it, but nothing happened. I see the death of my siblings as a mystery. I really don't know what to say. The death of my juniors, 2 of them at once. To this other family member, the demise of the kids is more spiritual than natural. I was informed that my siblings are in the hospital. I arrived at the hospital and they were already dead. When we brought them home, it was disclosed that their death is spiritual, not by poison. The remains of 11-year-old Sonkwe and 7-year-old Ernest have been laid to rest. Meanwhile, investigation happened to determine the cause of their death. We stay in the West region where 1 person has died and 2 others seriously injured following an accident which occurred in Buda over the weekend. The accident involved a motorcycle and a heavy...
The site of the accident warned that excessive speed and poor overtaking will claim more lives if the bike riders as well as drivers do not drive with caution. Apart from the divisional officer, many concerned Cameroonians are still calling on road users to be careful while transporting lives from one destination to another.
Mezambique section president of the ruling CPDM political party in Dhaka, Nicholas, has put smiles on the faces of some patients at the Ewane District Hospital as he celebrates the new year 2022. Honorable Dhaka handed packages to every child at the pediatric ward. Charles Kewa attended the event and now reports.
The Mezambique C-section president of the Cameroon People's Democratic Movement, the CPDM, Honorable Che Ndaka Nicholas, who also doubles as the regional council representative in the Bamenda 3 subdivision of the Northwest, January 1st, 2021, extend love to hospitalized children and newly born babies at the Ewane District Hospital, PMI. Honorable Councillor Ndaka Nicholas, who spent his...
They have to grow. They have to be nurtured to grow. We are all grown-ups. We have to encourage them to grow and be like us.
He was accompanied by some CPDM party members and section executive of Mezambique C. Honorable Ndaka Nicholas handed a financial package to each of the children at the pediatric ward at PMI Ewane. Promised more of such actions. On behalf of the hospitalized kids at the PMI Ewane, a parent, unlike nurses on duty, thanked the donor for the kind gesture to be emulated by others, said it's of great impact.
Great impact to the health of all of us that are here. We want to thank you, and for those who are not opportunity to be touched, the good Lord will help them and then they will all be healed.
We are very grateful for making our patients happy and for making us too happy. So I want to say God bless you, replenish the source of your income, and may He give you more strength to continue to do what you're doing.
The Mezambique C-section president, Honorable Che Ndaka Nicholas, who doubles as a regional councillor for the Northwest Regional House of Assembly, abilities.
We need to have equally learned to develop our place irrespective of any situation. We will still raise our revenue through our natural resources and through other means that we think that we could do to raise our budget. And secondly, I really want you to understand that we still need to raise this budget as a result of our teamwork and hard work, because for the increase of number of projects in Bafut, it's because we have worked as a team and we have emerged first. We are at the top, and that is why government has equally known come into play to give Bafut more projects depending on the needs.
Mayor Ngwa Congo noted to councillors, Bafut Council is amongst the first councils to benefit on the reconstruction program to begin soon.
First, peace has normally returned in Bafut. If not, the Commission for Reconstruction wouldn't have been able to earmark or shortlist Bafut. And secondly, Bafut has been shortlisted because of its ways of implementation of projects. We know that the projects are executed according to specification and up to standard. So as per the report from the technical services, there is no negative report that Bafut has not executed any job up to specification and below standard.
Bafut Council Mayor Ngwa Congo Lawrence presented the Bafut Council Awards, emerging first in the execution of projects in the Northwest region. Appeal government improve on the road infrastructure and security climate of the municipality, boast sand mining, which is a predominant activity in the lower Bafut, a source of over 38 million.
Health Minister Dr. Manawudu Malachi, elites of Mayo-Tanaga Division, Far North region of Cameroon have pledged to support President Paul Biya and the hosting and organization of the upcoming African Cup of Nations. This was during a Republican march which took place recently in the division. Joy Ngang completes the story.
A few more days left before the kickoff of the AFCON 2022 football tournament. Sons and daughters of Mayo-Tanaga Division in the Far North have come out in their numbers to participate in a Republican march in support of the President of the Republic, Paul Biya. The initiative of Public Health Minister Manawudu Malachi was an occasion for the elite to appreciate the President's efforts and determination in the hosting of the African Cup of Nations.
Said that Nous nous associons à cette marche parce que c'est un événement historique.
We are participating in this walk because it is a historical event in Africa. This is the first time the African Cup of Nations will be played with more teams than ever. We are celebrating because we have quality infrastructures that have placed us at a certain level in the international scene.
Parce que nous avons des infrastructures qui nous placent à un niveau aujourd'hui sur le plan international.
The Republican March was equally a sign of encouragement and support to the indomitable Lions of Cameroon.
C'est le match de soutien à nos lions indomptables.
It is a support walk for our indomitable Lions. We have to support them such that they win the trophy. That is why we focused our mobilization on the youth and their solidarity.
Et la solidarité des jeunes.
The population of Mayo-Tanaga Division is thus ready to push the national team of Cameroon to victory.
And to sport, some teams taking part in the upcoming AFCON competition are already in Cameroon 6 days to the start of the competition. Preparations ahead of the International Continental Jamboree are getting to fever pitch, characterized by
Tuesday, and has been training intensively ahead of the AFCON. Likewise, Team Algeria, Senegal, and Guinea. The Zimbabwean national team are also in Cameroon, already getting prepared for the African Cup of Nations. She is in Group B alongside Senegal, Malawi, and Guinea, and is already camping in the west region of Cameroon. The Warriors of Zimbabwe have had their first friendly match with Sudan and will play a second friendly with Cameroon on Tuesday, January 4, 2022. Meantime, host country Cameroon is ready to tear socks and keep the trophy as she intensifies training sessions as well as participatory matches, regardless of the fact that 4 of her players, Jean Efala, Pierre Koundé Malong, Michael Gandu, and Christian Basogok, they continue to stay in isolation away from the squad ahead of the 2021 AFCON Jamboree.
And in Sama's report ends today's edition of Prime News this 3rd day of January 2022. Coming up at 7 p.m. is Prime Hour with Kum Leonard and his